With the embedded tutoring being like a writing mentor,
Yeah.
how much time did that really take up? Like, how was that like an entire other course that you were?
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to schedule it like a course, and you don't like have to pay for it or anything, but you have to go to the whole thing, and you have to go to every session, and sometimes there's a recitation. So that you get paid for your time when you're in the class, and that's part of your like 10 hours. I would say that it was a little bit less or a little bit, or right on with that 10 hours a week. So it's an interesting way to do tutoring.
Do you get like a lot more people coming in to seek your guidance?
Well, the way we did it, because it was a pilot program, and we were just kind of guessing what we were going to do. But the way we're setting up the actual one is it's going to be built into the syllabus. So you will actually, every student will have to come to you once or twice. And I think the way it will work, we're still kind of hammering out the details, but one possible way it works is 2 weeks before the paper's due, they send you an email copy of the paper. You put some corrections on it, or not corrections, but you put notes on it. You know, you ask questions, you kind of do this general approach, and then they revise their draft, and then they meet with you a week before it's due, and then you talk about what happened between draft 1 and draft 2, and then just like in a normal appointment, you would talk about the second draft and give them more suggestions to improve that draft before they actually turn it in. So they get kind of like 2 revisions almost before the paper's due, which is far more than you'll probably get in the normal writing center, which is really cool. Another really cool thing about that embedded tutoring is you get to see it throughout the whole semester. So you get to see how people progress and if they take your suggestions into it, and you just don't get to see like, because often when you're doing tutoring here, you get to see like a window of a paper. It's like, oh, I got to see the first revision, or I got to see the brainstorming, and then you don't know what happens. But this way you kind of get to see paper from start to finish, and that's interesting. Excuse me. Any other questions?
Do you want to talk about the website that you're recruiting people?
Another thing I do besides the writing mentor stuff is I work on the website as, I think the term is webmaster, but that sounds a little bit weird. Right now I work with one of the graduate students, and I'll be taking over the website when he leaves, which is scary, but good at the same time. Because he's like a whiz at it, and I'm okay at best. But the one thing that the website, I don't know if you guys have been on our website because you're blogging on it, and I've seen that you've been blogging on it, is we have, I would argue, one of the most unique writing center websites in the country.
I agree.
I don't know if I'd have to argue that. We have one of the most unique ones because it is community driven instead of authoritative, in the sense that because you guys blog and because any staff member can make a page, content is dynamic in the sense that what you guys put on there and what they put on there drives the website. Whereas in other websites, you have someone who would be in my position normally who would be like, all right, I'm going to make this the homepage because this, and this is the events, and this is what's going to be here. And it's just like, I'm yelling at you. This is what you get to see on the website. But it's not that way. And that's why I said if you take your blog seriously and things like that, you're really controlling the content of the website. And that's what we're trying to make, not a... have you guys been to the Purdue Owl? Okay. That's going to be your other friend here in the Writing Center. They have a fabulous website on the other end of the spectrum where they kind of give you grammar rules, style rules, and it's a great resource for that. But when Noah who is the current webmaster, kind of started making the website with Trixie and Diana. We didn't want to make OWL 2.0. We wanted to make a community-driven website where we create a community of writers talking about things, where you can ask a question about ESL writing, or you can ask a question about a certain type of writing, and you can have a couple staff members come together and create the content versus, a resume is this, this, and this, and we have podcasts and things like that. So the website is a really interesting avenue to kind of explore writing centers as a community versus as this is how you would do grammar. Does that make sense? Good explanation?
Yeah.
I'm nailing it. I'm on fire today.
Yeah.
Good. Especially I didn't have this cold. So if you guys are interested in the website in any capacity, let me know, because that can be a part of what you do in the Writing Center. There's always things that need to be done, and there's always new ideas that we and Noah haven't thought about. So if you have an idea for what would make it better, or if you want to have some responsibilities as a part of your job, or you just want to do anything like that, just let us know. The website, as much as it is a website, it's also an experiment, so we're open to critiques.